13 jobs that pay six figures, but they're very boring. My name is George, and I'm a blue collar worker myself. I'm a cable technician. So that my job involves a lot of things that people don't want to do. But here we're going to talk about 13 jobs that pay well, but a lot of people won't do because they think it's boring. So as we go through these, I'm going to ask you, would you do the job? And why or why not? So let's get into it. We're going to pull up this. All right, so this is from an MSN article from the career section, and I found it to be fascinating. So let's just go through some of the jobs that people find are boring. And so in the article highlights some jobs may make you yawn when people start to talk about them. Others simply aren't glamorous. They're dull, but some that are considered dull could be the ticket to be their move to a six-figure salary. Uh, Without these jobs, a lot of people will be hurt in a bad way. And so the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics come up with this list. So let's get into it. The first job is a financial analyst. Would you be a financial analyst? Well, let's see here. Many people find this to be boring because it's a lot of math, it's a lot of money, economics, a lot of things that aren't very glamorous and sexy. How most financial analysts use data to create budgets, forecasts, or advise businesses on critical financial decisions. So, and with the tightness the economy has gotten, these guys, if they're good at this job, they're gonna be in high demand. So, and it says the demand for these experts is currently growing at a rate significantly faster than average. Is there any more to this? No. All right. Would you do that job? Would you not? I don't know if my math skill is good enough for that job or my understanding of business finance. But I mean, I would do a job other than that. Um, Maybe I could see myself doing a job. I'm not an office person, to be honest with you. I'm not really good in the office. So if you're able to do this job remotely, that would be something to think about. Next one is management analyst. What does they do? With a bachelor's or some management analyst experience, you can move into the role of assessing business practices and organizations, operations. You can help organizations achieve their strategic goals and overcome financial situations. So another key role for businesses to make the best use of their money. Um, and that is indeed valuable in this tough economy. And like the other job, I'd be willing to do it, but I don't know if like I said, I don't like being stuck in the office, so that's probably pushed me away from doing that job. And I guess my math I can learn the math and all that stuff, but I just can't be stuck in the office. That's what I don't like. Transportation supervisors. Oh, let's go to the median wage for these other financial analysts. A good one, 100,000, 101,000. Same thing for the management analysts. So let's go talk about transportation supervisor. Transportation logistics are industries that are constantly expanding. Overseeing a team of drivers and coordinating the movement of cargo could net you a 100K salary. And you don't even need a bachelor's degree because supervisors in this field are in high demand. Now, that's something I can see myself doing is out, especially if you're not stuck in the office, you're planning, uh, working out the logistics, uh, transportation supervisors. So, and especially if you don't need a bachelor's degree, yeah, I can see myself doing that. I definitely would do that job. What about yourself? What would you do this job? Financial risk specialist, $106,000 salary. Transportation supervisor, 102. 106,000 salary. Risk specialist, or a type of financial analyst who specializes in ascertaining the pros and cons of a monetary situation. Okay, and so the businesses need that type of specialization. They need this, and they're in demand. That's a good six-figure salary. If you have the math skills to do that, it's definitely worth doing. I personally couldn't do it unless I could do it remotely. That'd be the thing. I just can't. Like I said, I'm not an office person. All right, what's next? Elevator tech, fixing elevators. Uh, it's really technical. Things change every day. The field is growing 6% faster than average. A good one to make it can average $106,000 salary. I would definitely do this. I'm a cable tech and elevator tech. A keyword being tech, I'd do it. The technician, I would do it. Um, all you do is learn the ins and outs of how the elevators work, and then use your troubleshooting skills like out from there. I'd be definitely down to do this job. And there's elevators in more places you realize too. I mean, good grief. Next, escalator installer. Median wage 106,000. They got escalators everywhere. Shopping malls, office buildings, all kinds of places. So they need somebody to install them and to fix them when they act up. I'd be all over this. I'd be all over this. Like I said, it's something installing, it's something technical. I'd be all over this. I mean, I imagine there's some wear and tear on the body for doing it, but I'd be all over this uh, in a heartbeat. What about yourself? Data scientists average 112,000, with many businesses going digital transformation and leveraging technology such as AI. Data scientists are in high demand. While this role requires a high level of math and analysis skills, it pays well. And all right, so people need this. Yeah, like I said, that's pretty good money for what they do, analyzing data. Um, I could learn the math. I just can't be stuck inside all day. What about yourself? Manufacturing overseers. All right, U.S. manufacturers expanded at an unprecedented rate. It explains the rise in demand for industrial manufacturing product managers and overseers. Coordinated a plant and factory requires focus and leadership. If you have those, you could be looking at $121,000 median income. So, manufacturing overseers. Would I do it? Yeah, I would do it because, like I said, you're not stuck in the office all day, but you're stuck in the factory. Um, I'm not as high on factory work, but I would do it. I have done it, and I would do it again. So I'd have to say yes, I would do this job, especially for that type of money. Information security analyst. Seems like these are all the same jobs, all these data and IT jobs. Cybersecurity is a top concern with American businesses. They got to stop all the hacks. They perform security tests, network upgrades, security recommendations. Not my, yeah, that's out. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Sounds interesting. I couldn't do it. Um, that's beyond my computer expertise. Actuaries. What's an actuary? Job title actuary sounds dull. But you got to analyze risk. Some actuaries visit clients or work consultants to corporations. The job market is growing 22% faster than average. If you're going to clients and stuff, I could do that. Staying in office, no. So if you're visiting clients and stuff, I could do that job, even though it sounds dull. Okay, wouldn't be my top, but I would do it. 125,000, yeah. Nurse practitioners, median wage 132. Ongoing talent shortages in healthcare mean trained nurses can pick their salary, pick their role. Not exciting. Hands-on medical care, administrative work. I just had a nurse practitioner work on me not too long ago. She did a good job. But anyway, wouldn't be for me. I can't. Nah, I'm not for healthcare. Nope. Nurse anesthetic, anesthetics, anesthetists, whatever. Tell me how to pronounce it in the comments. You can roast me in the comments. Many nurses train in specialties such as to open up more career opportunities. The downside is you end up performing more anesthesia procedures than any other risk, which can lead to tedium. $132,000 salary sounds good. Like I said, I'm not for the medical field. I'm not for it. Maybe my wife would be, but I'm not for it. Legal adjudicators. How about if we pronounce it properly? Average wage 135. What they do, the ultimate authority in various legal situations. They agree on an adjudicator before initiating a legal dispute. Legal, not for me. Sounds interesting though. Good salary, not for me. Bottom line, having read this list, probably find more than one job that doesn't seem boring after all. You can get ahead financially if you have the right qualifications and experience to move into these fields. So if you're in school or you're in college or maybe you just graduate, you may want to look into see how to get into those industries, any one of these jobs. That might be a good living for you. So would you do any of these jobs? Which one of these jobs would you do? Which ones would you not? Let me know in the comments and give me a follow. Subscribe if you found this to be interesting. Peace.